Have you ever thought or that starting out a business and then you starting to change your mind and having this uncertainty, these questions, and you see, because there are so many ways in life and people tearing you apart, kind of pull you in many ways and saying that, okay, you should do this to be successful, you should do that to be successful, or to get rich, right? Have you ever going through a process where you feel like, oh my gosh, I cannot made up my mind because, I try this way, I listen to that person and I listen to this person and it doesn't work out. And in the end, you feel disappointment, right? So the whole topic I want to give you today is to, can a comparison really hold you back, right? So because you have so much of different directions pull you, you start to do a comparison. So from my experience, what my message I wanted to tell you is that, there are so much habits going on, so much reasons that you put into this comparison, and it could be a failure. Let me give you a story that I wanted to enlighten you of exactly what I mean. I have a friend, his name is Ben, and Ben had put himself through a 4 years college, graduated with a BA, and end up have no jobs, right? And so his friends that are already in the working industry, and they said, hey Ben, you know what? Why don't you try this? Why don't you try to change your major instead of going into biological science that he has? Why don't you change and step out and doing some administrative work, getting your BA degree? And since you already have a background, so he tried. He stepped back into his college year, spending a lot of money, spending thousands of dollars trying to pay himself through get another major, get into business, right? So once he got into business, he then experienced that, hey, maybe this is not for me, because he comes across so many different schooling or different classes that he feels that it's not for him. And so he felt disappointed. Another friend comes along and he said, you know what? I don't think this business thing is for me. I think I'm going to do something that make money quick, get something fast, make me rich quickly, like right now. So then he dropped out of that major, stepping into, what it's called an MLM. So he want to make quick money, right? And so he's starting to sell these products. And lo and behold, again, he invests his money in that products and trying to get people buying these products. But what happened is he got distracted. He didn't know that coming into any type of business, it needs investment, it needed time, it needed, exploring of oneself, meaning is he interested in that or not? Is he having skills for that or not? So he doesn't have the foundation. So you see, with Ben having all sorts of directions, all sorts of pulls that have tearing him apart, I can so relate on that one. I can so relate with Ben. years ago, before I was able to anchor myself in this lash business, even when doing the working with the lash extensions, I myself was also got pulled into the rich game, the quick way to get rich, right? So guess what? I have a friend who approached me. I know all of you in here, I can guarantee you have heard of it. Come into a business of Kangen water. I'm not pulling a name out. I know I can be a friend with someone else here. Kangen water. I have absolutely no idea. So I was talking to a friend of mine, and then he said, well, you know what, Tanya, you in this extensions business, you have people, you have clients in and out. Why don't you get extra money coming into your office, your revenue flow? Because this one's making a lot of money. Quick, all you need to do is introduce it to your friend, and your friend introduce it to your friend by just getting a unit into your studio. Yeah? And I was like, wow, I love it. Because it's an extra income, extra revenue. And I don't have to do anything. All I have to do is just have that unit display, right? So the same thing as Ben, coming into this new, being gravitated into this new business, but I'm not prepared. I don't know anything about Kangen water. It's alkaline water. I can drink, but I can't sell. I'm not that person. I'm sitting here and trying to, do extensions and growing my business and thinking maybe just having this unit here, it's going to grow itself, right? I have 2 units, one at the studio, one at home. At home, I may use. At the studio, I was thinking this may be a source of another source of income revenue for me. But guess what? I end up getting extra units because I think I can move it. 1 month comes by, 2 months come by, 6 months come by, that unit's still sitting there. It didn't move as I thought. So I got so disappointed. I got so distracted. I got pulled on and off from all these different sources. So the message here is that, guys, you need to be able to change your habit. You need to be able to put, the time, the effort into building that foundation if you really, really want to build that skill set. Don't get distracted. Don't compare yourself, right? Because what I did is I compared to my person that referred me, because then, he said, I made millions in months. And I said, oh my God, if he makes millions, I can do that. And so is Ben. Ben thought Ben can, make thousands of dollars in a month by just being a salesperson doing, selling his products. So little did both Ben and I know that it's not that easy. Why? Because you got drawn into that habit of thinking that, people can do it, other people can do it, maybe I can do it, right? But realistically, guys, you need to be able to change that habit, change that thought. The only way for you to be able to be successful, to get abundant, to get, all that initial success in your own way is not to compare yourself with others. Stop doing that. The grass is not greener on the other side. I'm speaking to you from my experience. You need to change that habit. Change that thought. Start putting time in to build that foundation. Whether it is that you put yourself through a schooling or through a special skills, stay put, stay concentrated, stay focused. So what I end up doing is that I stay focused. I re-educate myself, staying in the same business as lash extensions and permanent makeup. I do not allow any other distraction that pull me and tear me apart. So there you go. I hope today what I'm sharing with you resonate you in many ways by not being tear apart, not to compare yourself with others. Stay focused, know yourself, build yourself, get yourself re-educated, and think about it. That, grass over there may have, it looks green, it looks nice, it looks abundant, but guess what? It may have its own troubles, right? So don't think it's nice and green and pretty over there, meaning that it's pretty and green all the time. Everything has its own problem behind it. It may be green one day, but the next day it may not be green at all. So concentrate, break that habits, focus on yourself. Do not compare yourself with others. That's the only way for you to get an abundance of success and settled for your future. Okay, guys, that's my message to you. So if you feel, that you like what I send you, the message that I give you today, and you wanted to seek out the help or reach out to me or to us here at the Academy, I would love to be the one who will help you. Okay, you can reach me at 951-800-8007. 800-8007. I would be happy to sit down and maybe have a chit chat with you and maybe enlighten you some ways to get yourself together, get yourself re-educated in some sort. If we can provide you with any of the skills educations, I'll be happy to do that.